Hello everyone, this is $X Finance. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to break down a financial classic, The Richest Man in Babylon. The author of this book is George S. Clason, an American businessman and writer well known for his financial wisdom. In 1926, he published a series of booklets on smart money management and financial success, set in ancient Babylon and written in a parable style. These booklets were widely circulated in the banking and insurance industries and quickly became familiar to millions. They were later compiled into the book The Richest Man in Babylon. Through this book, we can learn the 10 oldest, most universal, and most effective rules of wealth. Master these principles, and anyone can journey from being broke to achieving success and happiness. Rule 1. Save 1/10 of your income. The journey to wealth begins with a simple yet powerful decision: to keep a portion of what you earn for yourself. This principle applies to everyone, and it echoes the famous advice from Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Pay yourself first. When it comes to saving, people typically fall into two groups. The first group spends first and saves whatever might be left, if anything. Many people around us fall into this category. To them, saving is whatever remains after all expenses are paid. The second group does the opposite. They set aside a fixed percentage of their income before they begin to spend. For example, they may choose to save 1/10 of their income each month and live on the remaining 9/10. And surprisingly, they find that living on 90% of their income is not as difficult as they imagined. Wealth is like a mighty tree, and also it starts from a single seed. Every coin we save is a seed planted. Over time, those seeds grow into a flourishing tree of prosperity. The sooner we begin planting, the faster that tree will grow. Rule 2. Control your expenses and differentiate between needs and wants. Every time people receive their paycheck, many find it vanishes almost instantly. They often think, I don't earn enough, maybe I just need a raise or to work overtime. But the truth is, for most people, the problem isn't how much they earn. It's how they spend. The root issue lies in managing outflows, not increasing inflows. Our desires are limitless. No matter how much money we make, we can always find ways to spend it all. Clearance sales in summer, Christmas discounts, stores everywhere offering deals. It's easy to justify a splurge. I worked overtime all week. I'm exhausted. I deserve a good meal out tonight. Sound familiar? If we don't learn to control our wants, we'll never be able to save money. And the most effective way to manage desire? Create a budget. The book recommends budgeting as a practical tool to help us clearly understand our monthly expenses. What is essential spending? What is optional or even unnecessary? Once we make that distinction, we can start cutting out the non-essentials, and little by little, our wallet will start to grow heavier. Some people say budgeting feels like suffering, denying yourself what you want. But if we don't go through the discomfort of self-discipline now, we'll face a much deeper, long-term discomfort later. Rule 3. Make your money work for you. The Richest Man in Babylon teaches us that simply saving money isn't enough. To truly build wealth, we must put our money to work and make it grow. Investing is the key. Whether it's in stocks, real estate, or other vehicles, smart investments can multiply the money we've saved over time. If you've found other effective ways to grow your wealth, feel free to share them in the comments. We'd love to learn from each other, but remember, all investments carry some risk. That's why it's crucial to keep learning and practicing sound investment strategies to build both your knowledge and your returns. The good news? There's a wealth of free resources online. If you're willing, there's no shortage of articles, videos, and courses to help you become a better investor. And of course, you're always welcome to follow $X Finance. We regularly share tips and insights on personal finance and investing. Rule 4. Increase your ability to earn. The more we know, the more we can earn. Building wealth starts with enhancing your ability to generate income. And the foundation of that is desire. If we lack the desire to grow, how can we ever reach the goals we dream of? But desire alone isn't enough. It needs to be clear, focused, and realistic. If your goals are vague, scattered, or far beyond your current capacity, They can overwhelm you before you even begin. So let's be practical. Focus on steadily improving your ability to learn, your work skills, and your understanding of the world. Today, we're more empowered than ever. With online resources, courses, books, and tools at our fingertips, the opportunities for learning are endless. If you're willing, you can always carve out time, even just a little each day, to strengthen your abilities. And with each small step, your earning potential will rise. Rule 5. Protect your wealth from loss. It's not enough to earn money, you must also guard it carefully. If you don't protect your wealth, it can disappear just as quickly as it came. A wise person first learns how to accumulate a small amount of wealth, and more importantly, how to protect it. Only then will they be ready to manage larger sums. One of the golden rules of investing is this: protect your principal. If your capital isn't safe, then even the most promising returns aren't worth the risk. Before making any investment, do your homework. Research thoroughly to ensure your capital is secure. Don't be blinded by fantasies of getting rich overnight. And before lending money to anyone, make sure they have both the ability to repay and a strong reputation for trustworthiness. Handing over your hard-earned savings without caution is not generosity. It's foolishness. Rule 6. Secure future income. We must plan ahead for the future, especially for the time when we grow old. As we age, our energy and ability to work inevitably decline. We won't always be as active and productive as we are in our younger years. That's why it's essential to prepare early and take steps now to secure income for our later life. While most of us contribute to retirement funds or pensions through our jobs, and that's a good start, it may not be enough. Decades from now, we can't predict what life will look like. The few $1,000s we expect in retirement might not hold the same value, especially with inflation chipping away at purchasing power. So, in addition to your pension contributions, it's wise to set aside extra savings on your own. Consider investing in stable, low-risk financial products that can serve as a personal retirement fund. Your future self will thank you for the foresight and discipline you show today. Rule 7. Make your home a profitable investment. Owning your own home is more than just a dream. It's a powerful financial move. If a person doesn't own land or property, it's difficult for their family to fully enjoy the stability and joy that comes with a true sense of home. For many of us, owning a home is a major life goal. When you purchase a home, the money you once spent on rent can now go toward paying off a mortgage. Building equity in something that will one day be fully yours. Years down the line, that home becomes a valuable asset. It's no longer just a place to live, it's part of your wealth. Having your own residence brings numerous benefits. It reduces long-term living expenses, allows you to enjoy life with more freedom, and helps fulfill both practical and personal desires. In short, a home isn't just a roof over your head. It's a cornerstone of financial stability and future prosperity. Rule 8. Take action. Fortune favors the bold. If you want to be lucky, you must learn to seize opportunities when they come. The book shares several stories where people missed out on good fortune simply because they hesitated, procrastinated, or failed to act decisively. These stories remind us that good luck often walks hand in hand with opportunity, and only those who take action will receive the favor of the goddess of fortune. Success rarely comes to those who stand still. Some people explain others' success by blaming timing, luck, talent, family background, or connections, all external factors. In reality, such thinking often masks their own lack of effort, laziness, or unwillingness to take risks. For most of us, the path to success lies in constantly improving ourselves and staying prepared, so that when opportunity knocks, we are ready to answer. Because in the end, fortune rewards the ones who move, not the ones who wait. Rule 9. Pay off debts. Why do so many people fall deep into debt, both in the stories from the book and in real life? There are many reasons. Some people overspend to maintain appearances, buying things beyond their financial means. Others invest blindly without doing their research. Some fall for scams out of greed for bargains, while others, out of kindness, get pressured into lending money to family or friends, and end up trapped. In the end, they become slaves to debt, victims of their own choices. But here's the truth. Debt itself is not inherently bad. It's a neutral tool. What matters is how you use it. Many successful people have used strategic borrowing to turn great ideas into great businesses. Borrowing isn't shameful. Everyone may face moments when urgent funds are needed. What is dangerous, however, is borrowing for the wrong reasons, or taking on debt that far exceeds your ability to repay. So, spend within your means, borrow only when necessary, and always aim to pay off consumer debts promptly. That's how you maintain control and keep your financial freedom intact. Rule 10. Create continuous passive income. Few things are more important than mastering the ability to earn ongoing passive income. A person's wealth isn't defined by how much money they currently have in their pocket, but by the income streams they've built. True wealth is measured by the flow of gold that continues to fill your purse, not just once, but continuously. By building passive income, you ensure that even when you're older and no longer able to work, money keeps flowing in, sustaining your lifestyle and securing your peace of mind. These are the 10 timeless principles of wealth taught in The Richest Man in Babylon. In the preface of the book, author George S. Clason wrote that Babylon became the richest city of the ancient world because its people valued money and followed these unshakable rules of wealth. They didn't just accumulate money, they used their wealth to build more wealth. So if you're seeking true financial freedom, ask yourself, have you mastered these 10 ancient, yet eternally relevant rules of wealth? This is $X Finance. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, follow, and hit the bell icon so you won't miss any of our upcoming insights and money-making wisdom.